down. I was like, check your waiver wire. I was like, is he available in your league? She's like, yeah. I was like, why should I pick him up? I was like, Rashad Penny is basically out for season. I was like, pick him up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 74 of the NFL edition. I am one of your hosts, Alex Loosemore. Sorry, I'm just finishing sharing the show around here. All right, we've got the Thursday night football game. Panthers hosting the Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers are currently up 13-3 partway through the third quarter. We'll have our picks for this week. As you can see here, Marty isn't with us again tonight, so I got his picks listed. The rest of us are here tonight, so we'll make our picks, and I'll write them on there. Jason Swade is already at it. Just got done doing his mouth exercises. Good for you. And then Big Grizzly Bear. Thank you for tuning in, Jason. All right, yeah, so we'll make our picks. We'll talk what we learned from last week. And then just kind of whatever else comes to mind, as per usual. So if you like what we're doing, please like, share, follow, subscribe if you're on YouTube. And most of all, just like these guys are going at it, Jason and Hammy, comment away. We like most of the comments. No, we enjoy the comments. We enjoy going back and forth with you guys. It makes the show a lot more fun. So yeah, it is. Yeah, 13-3, 8 minutes left in the third. All right, I am going to start bringing in some of the co-hosts here. I'll start with Alec. How's it going, Alec?
How's it going, Alex?
Good. Bring in Ben as well. How's it going, Ben?
Good, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
And then Johnny, once you're done sharing and all that shit, bring yourself in.
Okay, real quick, Alex, on the Ben Zone, I already shared it, so let everybody know.
Perfect. Okay.
The show tonight. It's going to be fun.
Yes, this should be a good one. I got, for once, we're through all our shit. Oh, big run by, is that Allgaier for Atlanta? Whoever number 42 is. I just had a very nice run there. I caught it out of the corner of my eye.
So who's winning, the Atlanta Panthers or the Carolina Falcons?
At this point, like, see, here's the thing: is Carolina's winning, but they're also not winning because they're screwing themselves on draft position. Like,
damn, we gotta start taking control of this division, guys.
Yeah, in the worst possible way.
Oh.
Hey, but congrats on the win. Even though Aaron Rodgers bashed your team at the press conference.
Hey, that's fine. He got his ass beat, so. And he played horrible. He played absolutely terrible. And I couldn't have been happier.
See, Dan Campbell did it for you.
I did it for you, Alex. Okay?
What made me the happiest was Johnny going, well, that's an automatic loss in our group chat. So when he comes on, he flipped me off in the background there, Johnny. Touchdown for Atlanta. There is a flag on the play, though.
It should be against Atlanta. They have been all night, so.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk a bit about this game. Any thoughts you guys have?
I mean, these are two teams that are struggling. I mean, they're young teams. Obviously, one's a rebuild because they just traded away pretty much half their roster in Carolina, and the other's a team that's on the up and up. You know, again, it's a team that's got a lot of young players. Surprisingly, they're doing better than I thought they would this year.
Yeah.
But I mean, what you're seeing right now is it's tough to watch unless you're a Falcons and Panthers fan. It's not necessarily the game you're like, okay, can't wait to see this one this week. So,
just think Amazon paid billions of dollars for all these games. And Atlanta scored the touchdown, missed the point after, wide right.
So the penalty was on Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scott here says, hello, fanboys. Thank you for tuning in, Scott. Surprised you showed up this week after last week's game. Thought you would hide for a week. Whoever this is, I always just assume it's Sean at this point. Whoever it is, though, picked the Panthers over the Falcons tonight. I unfortunately did not. I picked the Falcons.
So did I.
Yeah. Off to a not so good start. Anthony Handy. Good evening, gents. Thank you for tuning in. All right. Yeah, I wish this game was a little more entertaining. Oh, and Jason, he's coming after you, Alec.
There's my sailor. Let's go on the love boat, shall we?
He's starting early.
Hammy on there? Or?
Hammy commented early.
Oh wow, here we go.
Anthony said it's Corey Brown that picked the Panthers. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, sir.
Scott said you guys can run, but you can't hide.
Sorry to interrupt you. By the way, Anthony, thank you for your service. Alec, thank you for your service. For all the veterans out there, thank you for your service. Sorry.
I know I'm in a different country, but I say that too. Thank you, guys.
That out of the way, yeah. Go ahead, Alec.
Congrats, I stay at home. Thank you. I couldn't have passed that up.
And there's the pink flute.
Here's Hammy. You spoke him back into existence.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hammy.
And then he said, okay, so Facebook is acting wonky and lagging. Interesting. Hopefully it figures its shit out. Because I would like it to work normal.
Anthony appearance tonight.
Maybe. We'll shoot him an invite here at some point. See if we can't get him on. Johnny keeps tricking me. It keeps looking like he's ready to go. Oh God. Jason said thank you for your other services, Alex.
What other services, Alec?
Oh no.
You do.
Oh, you know. And then he said, so what's the word, Thunderbirds? And then if anyone else wants to try that impression.
No.
I was like, I'm all stuffed up, so I won't even think about doing that. And does somebody want to send Anthony an invite here?
Yeah, I sent it.
Okay, because I was like, if I do it, my computer will fucking crash. So
it's still in the dial-up again.
Oh, it did it before, like right before you hopped on. Yeah, Nick Rosario, thank you for tuning in. Says tell Handy to fix his internet. My feed is just fine.
This question's for Ben. So what's up with Vegas? Hunter Renfrow injured, and then you have Darren Waller injured.
Yeah, we're packing it up. Season's over.
All right, how's it going, Anthony?
All right.
Good evening, gentlemen. How's everybody doing?
Wonderful.
Doing just fine.
That is absolutely awesome, and it's good to see your faces on the program this evening. I have been away. Pep had to take a little bit of a vacation because it was getting to be too much watching these Falcons lose these games every week, and they lose them one right now. And you know what? This is more entertaining than watching the Falcons play in the rain and not being able to get past the 30-yard line. I'm just here to tell you, I've never played professional football a day before in my life, but I'm here to tell you that 11 men making 7 figures apiece playing football and can't get a football past the 30-yard line is like Nick Cannon not being able to have a baby. It's just the two just don't add up.
Oh shit! I can't believe you're still saying they're going to lose, right? You're only in the third quarter, man.
I didn't say they were going to lose, but they're not looking
He
good.
said they're losing.
Right. Okay.
Scott.
Dude, while I'm
Thanks, everyone.
It is
go
a
ahead.
Thursday night game, and I'm not very lucky on a Thursday night game, and I picked the Falcons. So
served.
Hey, so wow.
I don't get that comment. I don't get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is this a Navy joke? Like, is this really a?
No, well, it's
you don't get that comment.
I really don't.
Oh
I
my God!
I got the comment.
I don't think we're going to school you then, because evidently you're
Yeah,
too
I'm
young for
not.
school.
I think we should pass up on that comment.
Listen, I made a Nick Cannon joke a second ago, but this is a real life. This is true life, and I didn't want to put it on Facebook because I don't know who the dude knows that might know me. But I met a dude the other night in a gas station that said he has 13 kids, and I was like, "Holy hell, a real life Nick Cannon." Like in real life, Nick Cannon. He said his oldest was 16 and his youngest was 3 months old.
But dude, the generation
Antonio
before me,
Cromartie.
Anthony, you know this. You're
Well, yeah, I know. My great grandmother had 12, but then that was back in the day when there was less people in the country, and B, a lot of folks. I mean, urban living was not as big a thing, so folks lived in the country. Like my great grandmother, my great grandfather was a sharecropper, so he needed help. They literally invented. The parents, our grandparents and great grandparents, literally invented free labor.
Dean's Dairy up here in Rochester, New York, man. That dairy became a big institution because of my Aunt Emma going out and having 16 kids. She had 18, but 2 of them passed away. So, and
All right, So speaking of my great grandmother, y'all were thanking me for my service. My great grandmother had 12 kids, and 5 of her boys went off to fight in World War II, and they all came back.
damn,
Cool.
Wow.
that's quite a feet. That was a hard
Honestly, yeah.
So
I think the actual odds were 1 in every 5 that went overseas got shot. That was perfect timing, Alex, for you to start laughing, dude. 1 in every 5 died, and Alex starts laughing.
Oh, it's a comment. I'm sorry.
That's
It's a comment. Sorry, Anthony. It was a comment.
And it's the one that wasn't allowed to go because he fucked up his foot.
It's a comment. Sorry, it's a comment.
good God in heaven.
Yeah, that's why I had to come back this week, was to keep Alec in check, man.
Hi, Ash.
Scott.
Hello, Ash. It's good to see you, Ash. We miss your face on the Book of Faces.
I don't see Ash. Where's she at?
She just made a comment
Right
a
here.
second ago.
And then, thank you for tuning in, Ash. And then Scott says, "I don't throw rocks in the schoolyard. I did once and hit Alec in the head."
Probably why I'm stupid.
And then Hammy says, "Look, it's Bill Cosby."
Wow.
I'm a victim of my own success.
Oh, and then Jason said, "I love big gulps."
Don't even respond. You're going to open up.
No, everyone shut their mouths.
Literally, everybody just went. Mm-mm.
Scott says that was racist.
Oh God.
Oh
man.
my God! Right.
Well, hello to our the menagerie, that's in the comment section that's having fun. We're glad you guys are watching.
Right?
This is the last couple of weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, we haven't even started the fucking football talk.
Hey,
So,
Alex.
Anthony, I wanted to say you did a really good job with the ladies tonight, man. That was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
And Ash Swinton, if you're still out there, is that how you say her last name?
yes.
Swinton, yeah.
I still can't believe Dallas and Pittsburgh got together like you guys.
Scott says, Johnny, glad you took a break from watching movies.
Hey man, why you joke? There ain't nothing wrong with why there ain't a damn thing wrong with watching a movie. I'm just telling
Hey,
you.
Alex. I'm semi out of the gutter. Foreman scored.
You're not totally in trouble now.
I need freaking the guy on the Cordell Patterson to get his head in the game and score a touchdown so I cannot be in the gutter no more.
Well, it's not about quarter. Well, if Atlanta's offense could get out of their way, I keep telling you, they just seem
Holy
they can't
Wide
get
right, big time wide right.
Same with Koo on the last point after.
I know Koo was a surprise, man. This guy's
I know.
not.
Oh, by the way, Anthony, I want to say congratulations to your Bulldogs for getting the win, even though I had Tennessee winning.
Yes,
I
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
had Georgia by 2 scores.
Hey, y'all see I got some new You see I got some new additions to the studio up here.
Yeah, I noticed that. I like that.
Yeah, I've had
Excuse
those.
me a
I
minute,
just
Anthony, but I'm blind.
By
I
the
have
way-
to see that better.
I have a friend of mine that has a daughter that's going to school at University of Georgia, so she got me a copy of. This is the school newspaper. And when I was going to school there, we used to read that. These were free. They had them in a dormitory. So she got me a copy of that, and that's the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. So
Brad auto sales.
And then
There you
congrats.
be red. Don't be hating.
And congrats to Alex for Michigan being ranked, finally getting number 3.
That's where I thought they'd be. I knew Clemson was going to fall, and I knew we'd slide.
Now,
right
if you all can just win so we don't get in the top 4, that'd be great, please.
Who
I don't
was
want to
it
be
that
top
said
4.
Michigan was going to be down like sixth place? Wasn't that Ben? Where's Ben at?
No.
Oh,
There you
no, no, it was somebody being a smartass, making a joke.
No, we all thought Michigan was going to be in top 4. I still want my team being in top 4. I want them to stay away. Fuck away from that shit.
I just want Michigan. I want that Michigan Ohio State game. I want it
Can
now.
we all
I
agree
don't
that-
want to wait no more.
Can we all agree that Alabama is out, and we're glad
Yeah,
that
they're done.
all the pitchers.
Alabama's gone. Clemson's gone. They're both gone.
Clemson's gone. Yes.
Well, nobody even mentioned Alabama until you did just now, so that shows you where everybody's thoughts on Alabama are at.
Right.
Someone said that they beat Ole
Good to
Miss.
see you
they
too,
have
Johnny.
fans. It looks like they-
Dude, you should see the Tennessee fans right now doing the beautiful mind calculations in the comments on Facebook, trying to figure out how they can still get into the CFP right now.
Oh God, here we go.
There's a couple of easy ways.
I mean, technically, with Michigan and Ohio State, that's probably one of them, I think. And then
Depends
you
on
got
how that game goes.
But
TCU in Texas. That's another one that has to fall.
Well, but then you also have Oregon, who has one single loss to us. Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Oregon's got the one. I'm talking about getting into the CFP. I'm not talking about the top 4. I'm just saying. So Oregon's got one loss to Georgia. And since then, Oregon has been on an absolute tear.
They've been dominant, yeah.
And they have been dominant. Now, Tennessee just lost last week, and they don't really have – I mean, they literally to wiggle their way back up in the top 4 and get in the CFP would have to beat everybody by 50 or 60 points to close the season out.
Yeah.
And then Oregon would more than likely have to lose. I mean, you're talking about Bo Nix, who last year was a laughingstock, is now a Heisman Trophy candidate.
He's playing like a top 5 quarterback.
Like, seriously, is being considered for Heisman contention.
No.
And his name is being mentioned along with C.J. Stroud and up until a couple weeks ago, Bryce Young and Hendon Hooker.
I still like Bryce Young.
If Alabama would have escaped that game last week, that touchdown Bryce Young threw late would have been a Heisman sealer, I think.
Yeah.
That was
I mean,
phenomenal.
he's
phenomenal.
He's still a great quarterback, but right now it seems like he's the
I'm not used to those words, man. Those words. Great quarterback in Alabama don't mix, man. They don't mix.
Well,
and that's why I've kind of gotten attached to Bryce Young, because he's the first Alabama quarterback I've seen with skill set.
Yeah, and he's like I have not in the last 15 years or so seen an Alabama team where the quarterback is the only star of the team. Like he's got some kids with some skills, but they're still green. Like this is probably the youngest Alabama team I've seen. You think about all the guys that left from the 2020 season and went to the NFL, the guys that left after the 2021
Devontae
season
Smith.
and out of the NFL, Devontae Smith, Brian Robinson Jr.,
What's the Texans? Forgot his name.
John Mechie, Jameson
John
Williams.
Mechie, Jameson Williams, right. John Mechie, Jameson Williams, Brian Robinson Jr. is in Washington. I want to know where Will Anderson disappeared to because his ass has been on a milk carton since the season started.
Now he's still going to be a top 5 pick. He might fall to 6th, but that's about as far as he's going to fall. He's still.
I don't know about USC, Nick. USC is setting themselves up for failure. If they make
I think USC. If they lose 2 more times.
Let me see this. Let me say this. Caleb Williams is a great quarterback. Caleb Williams made Oklahoma look good last year. He's making USC look good this year because they got no O-line and their defense is real sketch. Like they're not for Lincoln Riley. I mean, I know it's Lincoln Riley's first year, but Lincoln Riley's not a big defensive dude. Lincoln Riley was the quarterback guy, as an offensive guy. If it were not for Caleb Williams being there right now, if he was the only piece you took off that team, we're talking about right now USC maybe being a 3-4 win team, and because their games have all been, we got through this, and then they lost to Utah, and Utah's not a bad squad, but Utah's
a damn good team.
Utah's a really good team, but Utah was not supposed to beat the mighty Trojans of USC, and they beat them.
I called that one.
That's why I say
Oregon. Go ahead, Alec.
I'll say that's why I say Oregon's not going to make it because with our history with Utah, it's never good. That's why I say that's going to be our loss that kicks us out of the top.
Well,
I don't think so. You guys are physical enough this year.
Don't write yourself off.
I know my team well. There's always that one game towards the end of the year where we think we have hope, and it just snatches from us. Besides, last year with Anthony.
Oregon State. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Oregon State.
Yeah, that's the one for me. That's the trap game.
That's the trap game. I was going to say real quick.
We have a trap game towards the last 4 games of the year. It's always like the last 4 go somehow mess up.
I was going to say USC. I could see them losing to UCLA and Notre Dame at the end of the year.
Me too.
Because Notre Dame's defense is starting to catch on. And
the defense is playing very well.
Yeah. So,
and Notre Dame's running game is going good too.
I could see 2 losses. Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on, Christopher Cole? I see Foob's in the building. Question for you. How are we feeling about LSU right now? Are we buying in yet? Or are we waiting? Is it wait and see?
Wait and see. I think they're going to win the SEC West, but they're going to get smacked around by you guys in the SEC championship game. I fully believe that.
Yeah.
I think there's only 2 teams that go toe-to-toe with you guys this year that could go toe-to-toe with you guys this year, and I think it's us and Ohio State. I think those are the only 2 teams that could keep a close game with you guys, honestly.
Oh yeah, I'm not throwing shade. I have not had a chance to watch Michigan play. I don't know how much of the squad from last year returned. And
the entire offense did basically.
Yeah. Now Ohio State's got to get by Michigan to get to the playoff. See, that's the thing about the Big Ten. It's going to be Michigan or it's going to be Ohio State, and it's been that way for a good long while now. It's either going to be Michigan, it's going to be Ohio State. Boom.
Now,
one of the two of you has to lose. Is going to lose.
I could see, for example, if we go to Columbus and beat Ohio State by, say, a field goal, I could see Ohio State still sneaking in as that 4th team. Just because
it depends on
the
what else.
Stampede committee loves themselves some Ohio State.
It depends, and they've got the largest. They got the largest alumni fan base in the country. Who knows? Who knows how many of them are on how many alums are on the committee? But anyway, what was I going to say? I don't know, man. There's too much. There's too much going on at just below the surface for the possibility of that to happen this year. Now it's still in the hands of the committee to do the voting, so it could entirely happen. I mean, hell, Alabama got a playoff game and didn't even play in the conference championship in 2017. So who knows?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Was that right there is maybe not having that conference championship game and everyone else having to play theirs above them might actually help them. Because then you've got a 1-loss Ohio State with their only loss to Michigan, probably a 1-loss Tennessee with their only loss to Georgia. You've got I'm thinking a 1-loss Oregon is there. There's going to be a lot of debate for that final spot, I think.
Well, how about this one? If TCU stays undefeated, wins the conference championship game,
They're in.
Yeah,
you'd have to put them in, right?
They're
Yes.
a lock.
Without question.
Yeah.
Without question. And I mean, without question. I mean, the CFP as stands right now, the 4-game format is a lame duck format.
Yeah.
And the committee knows it, and they literally folks would riot. Yes, no, hold on a second, Foobs. I'm going to say this. I watch 2 games every Saturday. That's it. I do not have, because I got a family here. I got other stuff going on, so I watch 2 games every Saturday: the Georgia game and whatever game is on either immediately before or immediately after the Georgia game, and that's it. Because I can't devote my whole Saturday like I did last year. I'd get up at 8:00 in the morning. I'd watch all the shows, and then I'd watch the flip back and forth between Fox Big Sports Show and what's the thing, ESPN College Game Day, and all of that stuff. And then I'd flip between 3-4 games, and this was before I realized that I could watch a game on my phone and on my computer and on the TV. But I flip back and forth. I'd flip back and forth between 3-4 games. The Georgia game come on, I totally focus on that. Halftime, I'm flipping around the other games. I wasn't going to bed. I was getting up at 8:00 in the morning, and I going to sleep till 11:30 at night. I spent the whole damn day watching football and got shit accomplished.
You did get something accomplished. What are you talking about? Watching football is an accomplishment.
Not to most people.
Man, I'm telling you.
But I'm the same way. I've got like a game on my phone, a game on my computer, and a game on the TV. I've got the Michigan game on one, obviously. Sean's got me hooked on North Carolina. And then it's just whatever other game I feel like watching. But North Carolina, man, they're so fun to watch this year.
Drake May.
Yeah.
Michigan's fun to watch. You never know you're going to get those close battles with teams you don't expect them to be close with, and then you're going to get those blowouts with teams that you expect them to be close to. So Michigan's a really fun watch, man. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, I need Michigan and Ohio State to be the championship game, not whoever wins that against.
Well, and see,
Nebraska.
There's an easy fix. Here's the thing. Even 1-win Northwestern still is a shot at winning the Big Ten West right now. They're still mathematically in it.
Yeah, mathematically.
All 7 teams have a shot.
You hear that, Blackie Lawless?
Wait, did you say 1 win or 1 loss?
One
win. Northwestern is 1-7. They still have a chance to win the division.
For firepower in that.
They beat Nebraska week 0 in Ireland, and that's their only win.
Yeah,
and they still have a shot to win the division and play either Michigan or Ohio State.
I'm gonna say this for Mr. Andrew Faubert. I understand that they call you Foob, so it's very nice to meet you, even if it's only virtually. But welcome to Club Shay. Appreciate you. We do something for something. That's how we do. But I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm not even a University of Georgia fan, but I grew up in Georgia. I played football in Savannah State University. I'm gonna tell you, as a Georgia boy, no self-respecting Georgian. There's 4 things that a self-respecting Georgian does not do. Number 1, wear white after Labor Day. Number 2, drink unsweet tea. Number 3, drink Pepsi. And number 4, watch the nasty stinking Gators on television on Saturday.
I'm with you, Anthony. Pepsi's awful, and the Gators are even more awful. By the way, I saw the comment. Florida State will beat Florida. Trap game I see is against Syracuse on Saturday night. That's the trap game I see for us.
Watch your mouths about.
Oh man, Syracuse is.
Sean Tucker could give you guys some trouble. I agree.
Yeah, Syracuse coming off that big high win, that emotional win against Miami, going up on the. We're bowl eligible now, so for these young guys, it could be like, okay, we got it accomplished. Maybe we need to get really focused here because Syracuse would be my trap game.
Now you're going to blow it like you usually do.
Is Syracuse not the most heart attack team? Their fan base, good God. I mean, Syracuse it's like, oh my God, they're like, I know I happen to be one of the 1% of American people that watch football that know several Syracuse football fans. that didn't go to Syracuse, and it's like every year it's like, nope, 1 game, not gonna get excited. 2 games, not gonna get excited. Once they get past the 5-game mark, it's like I see them on Facebook, like, oh wow, great game, we're gonna this is our year, and then like 6 or 7, week 6 or 7, it's like sigh, going back into my hole. Like
I knew it.
There you go, Johnny.
I knew it.
Oh.
It's been a while. I gotta keep up.
I'm excited for college football. I'm excited for the other teams in the playoffs. I don't like 12. I think 8 was the sweet spot, personally. But 12 is better than 4. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I need to get away from these 4.
I just want to see it turn into a regular, like the NFL. I want to see it divided, like everybody has always wanted to see the region, it divided into regions. 2 conferences, north south, split it into regions, and then have at it like that. But that's not going to happen, I guess.
Well, the whole thing with Michigan, Ohio State, and keeping them in the same division is so they play every year. But there's an easy solution to that. College football has these things called protected rivalries, where you play another team in the opposite division from you every year. That's locked in your schedule.
Yeah.
So mess with the divisions, put them on separate divisions, and make that a protected rivalry where they can play every year. And I would consider moving it from the last game of the year, because right now those are your only 2 teams that have a shot at making the playoffs, and this game being right at the end is an eliminator game. It absolutely is. So move it to like what Georgia Tennessee did. Make it like late October, early November, like where you still got a month to recover.
Wow.
Why have a recovery? A lot of NFL has these division games right at the end of the year with a lot of people. Steelers and Ravens were always at the end of the season, man. They even doubled them up at the end of the season.
Well,
I would say if you were keeping a 4-team playoff. Because this 4-team playoff, 1 loss, you're gone, essentially.
No, I'm talking about rearranging the playoffs, too, accordingly, so that...
Well, they're doing the 12th, yeah, so...
Yeah, because they just changed that a couple of years ago, where they have, like, the last week of football or NFL being a division game. It used to never be a division game, or some of them were division games.
Well, it's always been that way with the Ravens and Steelers, man. It's
always play the Packers, too.
I'll say, and they just changed it for every single, like, team to have to play against their division team at the end of the year.
Yeah.
At the last week. Used to be like different teams playing different games, but I know Pittsburgh and Baltimore, they always play at the end of the year. But what?
Nothing.
Oh no! He said, "Pull him up. Look out, Alec." Wow, I don't get it.
You don't get it. You will when Jason and Hammy get back.
So Carolina just kicked a field goal to bring this back to football. It is 22-9 Carolina with 9 minutes.
We've been talking football. We were just talking college football. That's all.
No, I know, but we got talking Hammy and Jason again, so I was like, let's rope this back.
Oh God!
Is that all we gotta do to get roped back in? We'll just bring up Hammy and Jason.
They can make a 30-yard field goal, but
you can't use the words Hammy and Jason and then use the phrase "rope him in" at the same time.
You might get a jammy that way.
Oh God!
Just keep going, Johnny.
All right.
They said they're gonna take you to Paris.
Let's try some picks for a while.
Let's start our game picks.
Well, I can tell you what the Falcons ain't doing: winning.
That's a little bit late now, don't you think?
No.
Alec is the only one that actually picked the Panthers.
Good one, Alec.
Yeah.
Some of the Lions. I'll take that one with a grain of salt.
Yeah, Johnny. What are you gonna say about that? Automatic loss. Long
as you guys keep losing the fucking picks for the week, fine. I don't care. I'm in it for the long run, man.
Wait, so who's actually leading, you or Ben?
Me.
So the records right now.
I don't know what Ben's record is. He's like, even Alex is in the pick'em thing again now. Ben, what the hell's your excuse?
I needed you to send me the link again. So. So our records for the year: Alec is currently 37-18. Then I am, for the ones that have been doing it all year, I am in last at 74-62. Then Marty's in third, all the way up at 82-54. I'm still 8 games behind.
Wouldn't I be in
And
last
then-
because I only have that many wins?
What's that?
Wouldn't I be last place though because I only have like 30 some wins or so odd wins?
I just said when it comes to the people that have been doing it all year, I'm in last.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I'd be last.
Um,
It's kind of obvious last place.
Yeah.
If we want to talk
Um,
about the week, you're last place from last week too.
Alex snuck
Yeah.
into the dorm from college, and the lights came on, and Jason and Hammy looked at the door behind him.
Okay, focus.
All right.
Over here, so
Yeah, Marty's in third place at 82-54. Ben is in second place at 84-52, and Johnny's in first place at 85-51.
whoa.
One game.
Ben's been close all year though, man. It's been a little battle with him.
Side question.
Rick,
I know,
he's got the same exact numbers as Steve.
side question. I know I haven't been on in a while, but how is Marty? I haven't seen my guy in a while.
He started a new job, so he was going to come on tonight, but he's tired. So
Yeah. Had a long day today, so took one more week off. He should be back next week. Here's hoping. All right. So Seattle and Tampa Bay, the Germany game.
I have Seattle.
Seattle.
I also have Seattle.
Me too.
You got the
Oh, Ben and Marty both have the Bucs.
Probably lose, but whatever. The Bucs.
I think there's a good chance of the Bucs winning that game. Actually,
It's an interesting matchup.
it's been a couple of weeks since Brady's had his head back in the game and stuff. I can see him. He's been out there with the players. He did take a day of rest today, but
Mm-hmm.
so,
But good
so-
news though, Winfield is cleared, so he's going to be able to.
yeah, I don't want to hear about Winfield. I just dropped him from my fantasy league because I thought he was going to be out for a while.
So he's back, and you shouldn't have dropped him. Still there,
Well, I did pick up
So
a good
forget
player this place.
dropping Antoine Winfield.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Next game, we got Lions at the Bears. I'm taking my Lions in this one.
I'm going Lions as well, bud. And you know
Bears.
what? Really? Okay. That's a tough one to call, but I like the Lions defense a little
It
bit.
is a tough one.
I think Justin Fields is playing well enough. It's not like he's playing Aaron Rodgers this week.
Fields is the difference maker. If he can run like he did last week, they beat us. That's what I think it is.
He can throw. Don't sell him short. He's probably out of the quarterbacks drafted last year has a better arm. And I hate saying that because I didn't like Fields coming in, but he's got a better arm than the rest of them did too. Just
Yeah.
like weapons.
It's just we let Aaron Rodgers run quite a bit last week. So if Justin Fields starts running,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
where we're in
yeah.
trouble. Because
Absolutely.
we play a lot of man with no spy. So it leaves Fields a lot of room to run.
We've done Atlanta and Panthers, Seattle and Bucs, and that was Bears and Lions. Okay.
Yeah, that's all we've done so far. The interesting thing with this, this would be the first road win for Dan Campbell. He still hasn't done it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he had that tie with the Steelers. I forgot about.
Yeah.
that. That's as close as he got to the. Yeah.
He'll improve his record over last year if he wins another one too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna put Anthony in the back for a second. He said he'd be right back. All right. Browns at the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Miami.
I have the Dolphins. Oh, I had the Lions on that last pick. I think Alex already knew about that one.
Yeah. So I don't know if I said it for the last game, but Marty picked the Bears. Everyone picked the Dolphins on this one?
I did.
I did.
This is great audio for everyone listening right now.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Why are
All
you
right.
number 65, Alex?
Because that was the last number that I wore when I played.
There you go. Jason Swayden. Nice honest, honorable answer to that perverted question.
Wait, did he actually ask that?
Add 4 more to that, baby cakes.
I didn't finish his whole question.
Oh,
Oh my god. Yeah, no, we're not.
I
We're
know
not going to
Jason's
do
picking the
that.
Browns, right?
Oh my god, is he ever? All right. Denver at Tennessee.
Titans.
I'm going the Titans.
Titans. Alex is picking as we speak.
I'll forget my phone for the pick.
And Marty picked the Titans as well, so that's unanimous, which means the Browns are probably going to win. Looking at you, Buffalo from last week.
Oh,
Yeah, that game still makes me mad. I would have been perfect in that opening
I was,
section.
oh my god, I was almost ready to break my TV, dude.
All right. Well, speaking of Buffalo, Minnesota at the Bills.
I got Buffalo.
I still got Buffalo, even though it's looking like Case Keenum is probably the starter.
Going Bills.
It's the Case Keenum revenge game, people.
They still have a good team, even without Josh Allen there, though. So that makes a big difference, man.
Marty picked the Vikings. Alec, which way did you go?
For the Vikings, I picked Vikings.
Yay!
All right. I'm just glad that me and Marty are picking a few different this week, so I can at least try and catch up to him. So we already got, what, 3 different? Yeah.
Well, you know how Alec and Marty are, though. When they're the outliers, it's bad news for us.
Yeah. No kidding.
But only on the weekly basis. I mean, one individual game ain't killing us because we still end up winning.
Yeah.
I got to show up where I'm going to end up losing every game I pick. But
Texans
wouldn't be bad because you guys would too.
Yeah,
Texans.
you better not do that. Texans at the Giants. I'm picking the Giants.
Giants. Although this could be a trap game for the Giants.
It absolutely could be.
Good
It
defensive.
could be, but the Texans look just like Northwestern.
Horrible offensively, but good defense.
They're playing with one player, basically.
Yeah. Well, especially when Brandon Cooks is doing whatever the hell he's doing right now, and Nico Collins is hurt, and like when he's got literally no receivers, and all he has to do is
Jesus, the running back, what's his damn name?
Damian Pierce.
Pierce, thank you. Pierce is hurt too, so.
Well,
Anybody taking Texans in that game?
Alec, you took the Giants, right?
Yeah, I took the Giants.
Okay. So nobody took the Texans. Kind of makes me want to take the Texans, but I'm not going to. All right. Jacksonville at Kansas City. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Any dumbass picks?
I almost took a dumbass pick here. Jacksonville's one of those teams that just
Alec, are you going to
plays
answer?
most people close.
No, I said I took the Chiefs. You said they pick up the
No
fine, say
dumbass
no.
picks then.
All right. In what might be the ugliest game of the week, New Orleans and Pittsburgh.
Oh,
I'm
that
going
one.
Steelers. This is my upset.
I'm going Steelers as well.
Yeah, me too.
I got Steelers.
Steelers coming off a bye. New Orleans don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
They still got.
And funny enough, if Jameis was the starter, I'd probably pick the Saints here.
I still wouldn't.
I've lost so much faith in the Saints when Andy Dalton's their starter because they haven't done anything.
I know this stat means absolutely zero, nothing, nada, but Mike Tomlin has never, ever, ever lost a Week 10 game.
Wow.
Yeah, Alex, check your phone.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's
No.
it's in the group chat.
Oh, it's in the group chat?
Yeah, Anthony sent it to me.
Okay, yeah. He said, yeah. That's. Oh, he's back. Okay, let's add him back in.
I saw that.
Oh,
Did y'all miss
No,
it?
I didn't think that's the game you were talking about.
I
Though.
did.
You said it was so ugly and shit. You might not watch it. The next
Which
game
one
I
were
got
you?
here, the one I got
Oh.
here, Raiders and Colts.
See, but here's the thing. I'm watching that one just strictly for Jeff Saturday.
Oh, that's going to be entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely.
If the game was on a Saturday, I'd probably pick the Colts, but since it's not, on Raiders.
I think it's time Raiders get a win.
Yeah, I agree. I also picked the Raiders.
I know they got injuries, but they need it. So.
You don't
See,
know how much I went back and forth on this game though, because
Same here.
The interim head coaching thing,
Right.
Yeah.
it always gives the team a boost, but I don't even know if this is going to give them a boost, man.
See, and here's the thing is,
And it's just because the publicity.
Raiders have a ton of injuries, but the Colts have their starters and still haven't done a fucking thing. So
Right. Well, see, to me, the only thing I'm holding back on them right now is because they do have a good team.
yeah,
It seems to me like every coach in that building, other than Jeff Saturday, knows that they're getting fired at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every single one of them, because if not, one of them would have been the interim head coach.
Corey said Saints and Steelers ties. It's just going to be a regular thing. The week 9, week 10 Steelers tie every year.
Do that? Yeah.
Jesus. Alec, who did you take in this game?
For who?
For the Raiders and Colts.
Exactly.
I thought we were calling like the line all the way down, so it's like all over the place.
What do you
I
just
took the
think?
Raiders.
Took the Raiders? Okay.
No, because like I thought we were like, cause you know how like the run of your pool has like the names all the way down. I thought we were following that way. But I guess we're going a different route.
No, he's
Yeah,
all
no,
over the place. Alex is always all over.
See, what I do is me and Marty are on the same page. He sends me his list in the exact same that I have mine. So
I got them in the order that they're listed as in the TV schedule.
see, what I do is I
Okay,
go
fine.
on Google, I search NFL schedule, and I just write them as they go on there. That's how I do it.
There's no
all right,
right or
cool.
wrong. It's just
Yeah. Corey already picked this one, Cardinals at the Rams. I agree with Corey. I've got the Cardinals beating the Rams.
I do
I didn't
too.
know Rams here.
Scott Thaler, the Cardinals are going to win.
I don't know who's going to win, to be quite honest with
Yeah,
you.
it's come on, man. I'm talking to Scott.
Ben, you said Rams?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Marty picked the Cardinals. Alec, which way are you going?
Rams.
All right, so Ben isn't a lone wolf then.
Darn.
We haven't had a lone wolf tonight, have we?
No.
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to get one of them wolf hats,
Yeah.
like on NFL edition, and send to everybody. Send everybody one.
Yeah, no, we have. Oh, yes, we have. The only lone wolf is going to be the fucking winner.
Oh, Mr.
Alec picked the Panthers.
Yep.
Oh.
That's the only lone wolf.
Oh, son of a bitch! You won this your week, Alec. We don't even have to wait for the rest of the game. So there we go.
All right. Dallas at Green Bay. Cowboys.
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 What's he gonna do? What's he going to say about Dallas when they whoop his ass?
He's going to blame it on his receivers again.
Yeah.
It got leaked that they're pissed at him, hey?
You think? I don't even think that's
No, but they're like speaking out about it now. They're talking in like the locker room, the meeting room, and shit about him.
So
Did
is
anyone
anybody
pick the Packers? Everyone went Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only picked the Cardinals is because I only picked the Rams because
I look
Kyler
up
Murray.
this game every 20 minutes and it's still
little
the same score.
tantrum with DeAndre Hopkins. That's what happens when you play too much Call of Duty and go on Twitch every single night.
Anybody here watched Hard Knocks yet?
I didn't get
No,
one.
Not yet. Tomorrow.
I will
Okay.
though.
So what gets me about this is in that game last week, Kyler Murray in the first half said he had a hammy. Okay. He was
God.
telling coaching staff then in that game that he had a hammy.
Like this hammy?
Yeah. Exactly. And so the news comes out today that he might have a hammy. Duh.
A hammy jammy?
Uh,
Does he have a hammy jammy?
Oh, Corey, I don't know about this. The last part there, man. They're not benching Aaron Rodgers. Maybe they should, but
I think that might be
See,
closer
Aaron
than people
Rodgers
think.
gets benched. Aaron Rodgers gets bit. There we go. That's the right terminology for that
Who
one.
said the team? Was that you, Alex, that said the team was already bitching about him?
yeah, the wide receivers, yeah.
Yeah, well, if that keeps continuing,
They're not
I
benching a $50 million quarterback.
I've seen more. Well,
I can see like the
absolutely
last
have
2-3
not
weeks
seen
of the
more
season.
because back in them days, that nobody got paid $50 million. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to play that.
He said, I don't want to play no more.
I don't want to play
Ask,
no
call
more.
up Kyler Murray. He's always down to play.
All of booty.
49ers at Chargers or whatever it is.
49ers. I got the
49ers.
Niners.
I got the Niners as well.
Alec.
I got the Niners.
John, you picked the Niners as well?
4 minutes and 27 seconds left in this damn game. Jeez.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm Niners. You know I do. All you got to do is
I
look at my
didn't-
fantasy lineups, man.
Yeah, fair. All right, and the Monday night game, possible trap game, Washington at Philly.
Yeah, we talked about this one, man.
I'm going to go Eagles.
I'm-
Yeah, this could be a trap game.
Yeah, I'm still rolling with the Eagles too, and a very close one.
I honestly think this game could go either way, so I'm going Eagles. Got to stick with the home team.
I'm saying Eagles inside of a touchdown. You also picked the Eagles. Alec, you picked the Eagles as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, I want to say something. I want everybody to pick which week the Eagles will lose a game.
Ooh.
I like this. I like this idea.
I don't even have their schedule. I got to look at the schedule.
I'll look it up right now. And I can just go week by week and just see if anyone has them losing that game. All right. We know that we all picked the Eagles this week. Scott says they don't lose a game. I think they do. I think they'll lose 2 or 3.
Who said they ain't
I
going
think-
to lose game?
Scott says the Eagles are probably going undefeated.
I think the Eagles will lose at least 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah.
All right. Does anyone think they lose next week in Indianapolis?
No.
Hell no. Jeff Saturday's. No, you know what? I'm gonna be the outlier. Fuck it. Yes. Let's just say Jeff Saturday.
All right. I'm writing that
Let's
on
make
the
it
board.
fun.
Okay.
I'm writing that on the board. You know, I'll write all of them on the board, and then we'll see who makes
So
it
that's
out.
week. What
alive.
week number is that? Week
11.
11.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's next week. Shit.
Okay, so our
Yes,
Eagles survivor pool.
Sean has something to say about that one.
Anthony said week 11.
Just for grins and giggles.
I'm going week 13.
Okay, well, don't spoil it. Maybe somebody has week 12. I don't think anyone will, but does anyone have them losing week 12 at home versus the Packers?
No.
Yeah.
No. Against the Packers?
Yeah.
Nah. That shows you how much respect I got for Aaron Rodgers. I think the Colts have a better chance of beating. God, it's horrible. I feel so bad, but not really.
All right, and Johnny called his shot here. Does anyone else agree with Johnny about Week 13 at home versus the Titans?
You know what? That's the one I could see. Put me down for that one.
You're going that one as well?
Yeah, because if the Eagles have a weakness, it's their run defense. It's not bad, but it's not great.
15,
Yeah.
16. 13,
All
14,
right.
and 15. I think 13, 14, and 15 all are weeks they could lose. 13, 14.
Alec,
One,
are they winning or losing versus the Titans?
16.
Mm-mm. I mean, is
You
Tannehill?
can't
How long is
say
he out?
you got to pick one.
How long is he out? How long is Tannehill out for?
I have no idea.
No, then they're not winning that game. If I don't have an affirmative answer when he's coming back, nope.
That's what
So the
predictions
Eagles are
are
winning that, or
about,
the
is
Titans are winning
predicting.
that?
Anything can happen in
Eagles
a week.
are winning against Titans.
Hold on. Yeah, Eagles are winning. Okay.
Yeah.
See, and here's where I'm calling my shot. Is Week 14 at the Giants. That's where my first loss is for them.
Well, put me down 13, 14, and 16. And that aligns
Are we
up.
picking every loss or
No,
the first loss?
but Anthony said something about 3 losses, and I was looking for 3 losses, and there they are right there. I see them. Not the Colts, but
Why not? Let's just make it fun. Just in case. Let's just play what if.
All right.
I still stick with 13 as the first loss, though.
All right, Alec, is their first loss Week 14 at the Giants? Or
Yeah, I
are
can
they
see
going 13-0?
I could see that.
So that's what I'm writing you down for?
Yeah, I could see that.
All right.
Well, game's over. Mark us as a loss.
Well, it is a one-score game. Where did Carolina get a first down?
Well, I didn't even know. Dude, that had been a number 9 there for so long. I just quit paying attention to it.
Yeah, they scored a touchdown and missed the point after, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Again?
Or maybe it's been 2 field goals. I don't know.
Well,
I'm
if they can
gonna look
stop them
that
on
up.
third down, they'll get the ball back. So
Yeah.
I got a message.
Oh, it was a touchdown. Marcus Mariota, 25-yard pass to Daryl Hodge. Extra
I'm in
point
the-
by Young
I'm in
Wei
the
Koo was
doghouse.
no good. You're in the
I'm in
doghouse?
the doghouse.
Well, if Cordero Patterson could get the game-winning touchdown, you don't know.
She already messaged me and said she's like, you're 1 for 2, but if you ever pitch Cordell Patterson ever again to me, I'm gonna say that's a hard pass. Watch him have some kind of legacy game next week. He's gonna have some kind of legacy game next week.
Patterson's a good fantasy player. He's good.
It's just the fact that like this is Mariota. Just I don't know. Like a on
I
and
was
off
watching
week.
it.
Well, hell,
Yeah,
to be
no,
honest, if I'd have thought about
Mariota's. Go ahead, Johnny. I'm sorry.
it, if Panthers hold on and get this win, they've got the most wins in the division.
Oh, Atlanta just dropped an easy pick.
What I was gonna say is
I'm in the doghouse.
It's not that Mariota is having an off game. I was watching the next gen stats. Just time to snap to throw time. Almost Mariota's snap to throw time is almost twice Walker's. And that was when I stopped watching. It might even be more than that now.
All right, Carolina punted the ball away. Where's Atlanta going to start? At their own 34. Scott says Alec has fleas now.
You want to scratch it for me, Scott? Go ahead.
So did everybody? We got all those. Everybody's made their pick for what game's going to be their first loss.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Anthony has next week versus the Colts for shits and giggles.
You could pick this week too, Anthony, if you wanted to, because
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
Sean picked the Commanders. I'll write that down.
Who are they playing this
Real
week?
question is,
Commanders.
what
They're playing the
is?
Commanders this week.
Here's a question for you guys.
Me and
What
Alex
is the
went back on this one, back and forth, like 10 minutes, man, talking about that game. That could be the trap game of the year right there.
Now,
I
what's
was
Deshaun Watson's
right there
record
gonna pick
when he starts? That's the real question.
What?
What will be
What
Deshaun
did you
Watson's
even
record
say?
when he starts?
What the hell? Where the
Well,
hell is some
Deshaun Watson's record is like 42-0 or something like that, isn't it?
Oh, wow. All right.
Wow.
I knew this conversation would devolve again.
Hey, you brought him up.
I did not.
Somebody brought
This
him up.
motherfucker did.
That bitch did.
That bitch.
Wow. Look at him sitting over there with the look of shame, too. Like he's wearing a coat of shame.
That's not the look of shame. That's the look of him looking at his phone trying to find the next Pornhub.
He's looking at Jason and his OnlyFans, right?
Oh, yeah,
No.
that's what he said up here.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
This is even better now that he turned his camera off.
It is.
Oh.
You done?
Oh, Scott saying the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Eagles? What, Scott? Honestly, you've given up on your Rams. Let me hear you say
They
it.
might not even make the fucking playoffs, my guy.
Wait. I want to hear him say it. Still beating us up because and he lost last week and he's still talking crap about Brady and the Bucs.
I mean, Brady lives
Jesus.
rent free in everybody's mind. So
3rd and 18 for Atlanta after the 2-minute warning here.
1
They
minute,
ain't gonna-
58 seconds left in the game.
you would need like a Mariota miracle legacy game for him to like.
That was a Mariota miracle.
Well, the real miracle is that he's still playing in the league right now, so I think he's fresh out.
Right?
My question is,
I'm
what?
going to say he just
what
made a
is-
shitty throw.
That was bad.
did.
Dude. That's like one of the worst I've ever seen him throw.
Corey
My
still
question
wants
is,
to
why
see
does
Bucs versus Bills Super Bowl. I think that's an ugly game this year.
So I'm guessing Atlanta
Playoff.
wants to wait. I'm guessing Atlanta just wants to wait with Desmond Ridder, I guess, until next year.
I think
Or-
the next couple of games you'll start to see them to see what they've got. Well, I guess it depends. If they start to fall out of the playoff race,
I mean,
which means if you guys start winning some fucking football games, then they'll see what they got in Ritter. But right now, as long as they're competitive, which they just lost this game with a sack on 4th down,
Excuse me.
oh, shit.
the closer they get to that number 1 pick, the more they'll start to see what they got in Ritter to see if they can see if they need to get a quarterback or if Ritter's their guy. I think if they start falling inside the top 10 picks, then you'll see Ritter.
I don't think anybody in this division right now can afford to play around. They all can. Every team in our division has a chance to do something.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said the only way we'll see Ritter is if you guys start to win some fucking football games.
Keep talking shit, damn it. We'll turn into the Seahawks on your ass.
You can still win a Super Bowl, 10 or 9 make playoffs. Well, 14 teams make playoffs, but yeah.
Seattle did it with a 7-9 record.
Didn't Washington as well?
That was with RG3, right?
No, when they played you guys. Were they not 7-9 or were they
I don't
9 and
remember
7?
what they were, honestly. I think they were 9 and 7 then.
I'm gonna look that up.
Huh. That's a take I haven't heard yet.
Oh,
Christopher.
Two team for themselves and to check the culture of the locker room.
I think that
Yeah.
he was hired because Irsay's just firing the entire team at the end of the year.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, 2020 they were 7-9 and won the NFC East. That's when they played you guys.
Hmm.
When you guys went to Washington for that playoff game.
Oh, Ben leaned up for that one.
I just saw that. I was like,
See, and yeah, Sean.
Oh.
7-9 won the division.
Oh, that's Sean. Okay.
Yeah.
Sean, did you hear our take on the Commanders this week?
Yeah, he put his own take in. Where was it? I gotta find it now. Yeah, he said Eagles losing this week to Washington. Mark my words. That's what he
Somebody
said
send
earlier.
Sean the link, man.
I will.
We'd love to hear from you, Sean.
Yeah. We tried to get him on last week, but
Talk real football.
oh, by the way, the college football news I wanted to share earlier before we actually started talking college football.
Oh, well,
There's rumors starting to pick up of Wisconsin running back Braylon Allen transferring to these guys right here next year.
who's that?
Braylon
Mark?
Allen to Michigan.
It says live 106.34445.
Smart ass.
That's all I can see. Oh, DM.
I was pointing at the fucking head.
Yeah, but your hat was buried under that. I couldn't see it.
Oh, on mine, I've got tons of room there. That's why I was so confused. I was like, what the hell?
All right, there you go. Pull DeRoche.
Well, I'm trying to send Sean the link here.
Oh, I didn't even know Anthony left. Anthony, hi. How you doing, buddy?
The kid got home. I had to let him in. The lock sticks. The front door lock sticks.
hmm.
I hate that. Rusty locks are a bitch unless you just don't want your kids in.
Nah, it's the change in the seasons, like from spring through summer.
Yeah.
No problem. As soon as it starts, the temperature drops down in the 70s and 60s. Back door, front door, just you did the pain in the butt to open and close.
Oh, you know better than to disturb him with his Pornhub.
No.
Oh, I'm getting
This is
backlash
Jason
right now.
Suede feet pics.
Bother
I'm
Alec
getting-
with a
I'm getting
show.
backlash right now from Cordell Patterson.
Hey, why
That's
don't you just tell him to
hilarious.
put it on hold until after the show? How's that?
Yeah.
Well, the backlash just keeps going.
Be
I'm
right back.
banned.
Corey, no. That Super Bowl, they played the Cardinals, not the Seahawks. That was the Kurt Warner, like Santonio Holmes, like sideline catch. That was that Super Bowl versus the Cardinals. The Seahawks did make it to they won their first round matchup against the Saints, right? Because that was the Beastquake game.
Did you say that on this show? Or, no, it had to be this show. You guys were all serious on the other show.
But what?
Anthony.
Oh yeah, he said that like first thing when he got in.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, what was this one? We also yeah. Just like what we're going to do. Oh yeah. Hey Sean, if this happens, me and Sean are starting to do our we're gonna do a weekly college update show like during the week. So we don't have to talk everything on Saturday and it's Monday nights. So
During the week? You? During the week?
Now that I've got a set schedule, yes, me during the week. Because that was the thing when I had nothing planned, I could just go make plans and be like, sorry, I'm not at the house right now. But now, my
Mom
ass
at
will
the
be at
house
home.
and shit, I get stuck. They can call me and say, hey, where you at, bitch?
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So,
Is Sean coming
Did
in?
anyone learn what?
Is Sean coming on?
I don't know. I sent him the invite. That's as far as it got.
Where'd Ben go?
Oh, he said he'd be right back. Got up and you kicked him out.
Oh, I just put him down here because his thing was.
Al Michael just said we finally have some good football games coming up. Damn.
10
Not
points.
next week. It's fucking Titans Packers. It's an ugly ass game.
I don't know. That might be interesting. I'm definitely going to.
That's ugly as shit.
No, I'm going to get some fantasy points.
I mean, I'm gonna be.
You're about to see
I'm gonna
Derrick
be
Henry
happy that
touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers gets his ass beat again, but
I'm going to love Derrick Henry just blasting through people.
yeah.
Avocado tequila.
Hey, Derrick
That's
Henry
as
might
white as Alec
be
jump every
another
time
game
someone
next
says
week.
bitch.
Tom Brady shirt, remember Super Bowl?
Oh.
Out tequila.
Avocado tequila, yeah. PJ
Jason
Walker
asked
said-
where you went, Ben.
PJ Walker up there saying, "Hey, I kept the job the whole game." Oh.
All right. Did anyone learn anything from last week's games?
Oh my God, I learned so friggin' much.
All right. What'd you learn?
Not to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's a
You
recipe.
know they're both the same meat. They just construct them different.
Yeah. No, let's see. What did I?
Oh, my.
I found out that
Stop.
Brady still has that quick release,
Well,
and it's improved for somehow. He's gotten faster.
yeah.
He was letting go with 1.5 seconds, which is a good thing for Brady, bad thing for offensive lines, because if you're releasing the ball that fast, that means your offensive line is pouring like a sieve.
Yeah. We had to talk about KFC and Taco Bell.
Ooh, meat. You jerk.
Well, I learned. Let's see.
Oh, I have one more thing I learned last week.
Oh, go ahead.
I also learned that Alex and his towel and bare legs last week were very popular on the show.
Oh,
I'm sure it was.
what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you haven't watched the rewatch. You haven't rewatched it, have you?
No.
You should check out the comment section.
Oh, good Lord. I don't even want to.
I learned that Jim Irsay is like the next Jerry Jones. I mean, he's just.
I love that.
Yeah, because he's just gonna make decisions off of frustration, and he's never gonna learn his lesson.
Frustrations and whatever happens to be in his drinking glass at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look it up again, but Ben, do you know that that's not the first time that situation has occurred in football? And the first guy that did it became a Hall of Fame coach.
No. I'm talking about the owner, Irsay.
I know, but I'm talking about that entire situation that happened once before in football.
Okay.
I mean, it's happened more than once, but which one are you talking about?
I don't remember it happening before. Just
But
ignoring.
you just said it's happened.
Ignoring your entire staff and going outside of football to bring in another head coach.
I mean, he wasn't going outside of football, was he?
Yeah, he went outside of football. The guy was doing a commentary.
He went. No, he was coaching high school football.
Right. Okay.
He was one of the anchors for SportsCenter.
Yeah.
That was about it. That and NFL Live.
Zero coaching experience in the NFL or college.
But I mean, who were you going to mention?
I personally don't have a problem with the aesthetics are bad. For the people that's inside that locker room, it's going to be bad because every coach that's inside that locker room right now knows that they've been put on that's you're gone. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
how hard are they going to coach? How hard are these guys going to play for those guys? You know what I mean? That's where.
Well, they better play hard because their jobs are on the line too.
Yeah. Didn't they just trade Philip Lindsay today or release him?
They just cut Philip Lindsay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Wow.
It shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly. Back-to-back 1,100-yard seasons.
Yeah.
And then they sign Melvin Gordon, put your ass on the bench in Denver. You get booted from there.
Yeah.
You do nothing in Houston. You do less in Miami. You do almost less in Indianapolis.
How does he have a job?
Those 1,100-yard seasons. That's what's getting them those jobs.
But all right, everybody has those, and then looks at him and they put him on a team and say, "Oh, well, he's not the same guy," and then somebody else will pick him up. Why? He's not the same.
Okay,
guy.
but let me
He did have
ask you this with a
flashes. He
different
did have
person.
flashes.
Let me ask you this with a different person. Sorry to do this, Sean, but why does Carson Wentz still have a job?
I have no friggin' clue because
It's the exact same thing.
Everybody
A
thinks
couple
they're
really good years
reinvent the
early
wheel.
on, and then
Well, I agree with you. That's to me.
Yeah.
That's like these guys think they're going to reinvent the wheel, and the wheel's already chipped and broken. Man, stop.
yeah,
Stop.
it's like, oh, I can bring him back to that
No, you can't.
time and time and time again, and it just you can't. They're broken. Like
That was just a desperation hire by the Commanders getting Carson
Yep.
Wentz. That's all.
that was they couldn't get Jimmy G, so they got Carson Wentz.
Yep.
That's all it was. And if Garoppolo was healthy, he's starting in Washington right now. Like if he was healthy at that time.
Yeah.
And San Francisco would be screwed because they wouldn't have a quarterback.
Speaking of which, MJD's playing for the Rams. Oh, that's what he said. Never mind. No,
Yeah. I was like, what do you mean, Johnny? Like,
the way he had it turned around. I think he's afraid to say the Rams. He feels like he's going to curse them even more than they've already been cursed. I love picking on the Rams because I can actually pick on somebody that we beat.
Yep. We'll beat them twice, probably.
Well, gentlemen, I would love to hang out with y'all, but I got a Veterans Day presentation I got to have ready to be up and posted in the morning, so I got to dip out.
all right, before you go, just promote yourself here.
Yes.
Well, hey, everybody, how you doing? You know, I do all the voices and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all for laughing at my jokes. I hope you're laughing at the jokes and not at me. Anyway, you can catch myself and my partner in crime, Colin P. from the DMV, talking SEC football on the internet with me on Mondays on This Week in UGA Football at 7:30 Central from 7:30 to 8:30. I also am 1/3 of the host crew of Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable. That is Tuesdays at 7:30 Central till 8:30 p.m. You can sometimes catch me on here on Thursdays if they can catch me without something to do. I appreciate the fellas having me on. And then I pop in here and there and everywhere. If you might look up and be like, hey, is that Mr. Finger standing on top of the Walmart doing Cat Williams? Yes, that's me. So, that's where you can find me. And if you got a little money, please send a pimp a little something to his Cash App. That is $$ $. I did not win the Powerball. So that's
All right, well, thank you for joining us. And you know the invite's there anytime.
yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Have a good
Take
night,
care, man.
fellas.
Thank you for your
You
service,
too.
brother.
I figured
Yes.
out finally. But I was
Figured
fixing to
me
take
out?
that down. Yeah, I was fixing to take that down, and I said, "No, just wait a second." There it goes.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Bouncing them back and forth like we've been doing.
Yeah, we talked about them using multiple running backs. Deontay Foreman had 31 carries tonight. So much for using 3 running backs. Jesus.
How many points did he put? Let me check my fantasy league real quick.
Please do, because I want to see that actually helped out. Because Patterson is just
No. We saw he touched the ball a lot. We didn't say he did much with it.
I think he ran for like 150 yards.
And a
120
touchdown. So
yards.
That's pretty good points.
I just hope the person she's playing
21
against,
points, 130 yards, 1 touchdown.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I
how many
was
points
going
the
to leave
Flyers
him on the
have?
bench.
Like 5,
If that.
2, probably 2, because he had like 25 rushing yards.
Is it the
Wow.
game? Was it the game, or did we discuss any of the Bucs? Or let's talk Bucs and Lions games from last week, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's start
Let's
with you
start
guys.
with your game, since you
Oh,
got
okay.
you got cursed out for having a pissy ass team that beat another pissy ass team
All right. Well,
by the quarterback of the other pissy ass team, by the way.
I don't know if it was our defense was playing that good or they were just playing that poor, but it was nice to see all the rookies actually show up and do something this week. Like Hutchinson was in the backfield, had that ridiculous
That's what I was
interception.
looking for from Hutch, man. When they started moving his position around, that's what I expected
Yeah.
from him, dude.
Yeah.
That's why when I don't know who it was that posted that shit to begin with and was complaining about it, but dude, that's what I wanted to see. I'm glad they moved him around a lot. It makes a bigger impact on that defense when he can be out there more.
And all it did was it worried me with how they said they were going to do it. It was just I wanted to wait and see kind of thing. But yeah, I'm very happy with what they've done with Hutchinson. Josh Pascal, that second round pick, looks very good against the run. He's solid every time he's in there against the run.
Yep.
Sets a very good edge. Doesn't miss those tackles, so it looks like we might have finally hit on a second round pick because with Brad Holmes, their second round picks have kind of been duds so far. So that one's looking pretty good. Kirby Joseph with was it 2 picks and 3 breakups or 3 picks and 2 breakups, something like that. Very good game before getting knocked out by Okuda. Okuda knocked him the fuck out. That was brutal.
It's like the second round picks are the hardest for these teams to get right. That's been a Bucs problem too for a long time.
Yeah.
When it was them second round picks. We nailed the third and fourth round picks. We excellent at them.
That's with us too. Like Monroe was a 4th round pick. Swift was a second round pick.
How can you
So
make
that
the
was
sun
last
god?
year.
How can you make the sun god a 4th round pick? I mean, come on.
And he was like the
It's in
13th
the name.
receiver drafted. Something like that. If you remember it from Hard Knocks, he sits there and lists every receiver picked before him in every college and what team they got drafted to. And then even when we played again, sorry, Sean, even when we played Washington and they had De'Ami Brown who got drafted before him, he said, it's funny, I didn't see De'Ami Brown from North Carolina playing for Washington very much that game. Like, just listed it off. And I was just like, damn, like, okay. Like, it shows why he's got that chip on his shoulder.
As long as you can hold on to him, man, don't let them price themselves out because that's what they do. That's what players will do, and not just good players. What I'm saying is players that have fair success will price them out of a bad team.
Yep.
And that's what I'm worried about you guys because Hawkinson was a great player, dude, and he's showing it now too. Well, he was showing it with you guys, man. He did. He showed it with you guys.
But like I said last week to Ben, if you notice the last 3-4 games, pretty much since the bye week, and more so when those negotiations started to fall apart a bit more, is they started using him less and less. He became that 3rd or 4th option. He was the 2nd option when it came to tight ends. They started using Brock Wright more.
Because I was used to last year when your linemen were out and shit. He was just blocking, dude. That's all he was doing.
Yeah, but this year it wasn't blocking. He was out in routes a ton of the time.
Yeah,
but just they were going to St. Brown. They were targeting Reynolds a bit more. They were targeting Chark when he's been in. Like I said, Brock Wright was getting a ton of targets. Like, look at the offense this past week. The 2 touchdowns on offense were scored by tight ends that were Hawkinson's backups. Like, we obviously use them in those specific packages, but I think it was just to see what they had behind them to see if they could move them.
I'll just jump in real quick and just say, I think it's a bit of both. I mean, the defense, they've shown against the Cowboys, they played good defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in this game, I thought they played good defense as well. Hutchinson was all over the place. But I also think it was just Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And, you know, the 3 interceptions, they just weren't 3 interceptions. These were bad throws, dude.
They were awful.
Like one hit the helmet. The other one, where
Yeah.
he went back, he just kind of floated it.
Well, to Bakhtiari when Hutchinson got the pick, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
and the announcers on various stations are trying to say that, well, I think Aaron Rodgers is throwing the ball to where he wants those receivers to be in their routes. That's bullshit. Maybe that one. Remember where he threw the receiver pulled up over here and Rodgers threw it like 10 yards away? That one, maybe. Maybe he was proving a point there because he did throw it to an open patch where nobody was going to catch it. You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but I just look at Rodgers as somebody. You think maybe he's just saying "fuck it"?
100%. I don't think that's
a
conspiracy.
I was on the phone with my dad at halftime, and I looked away from the TV as they were walking off the field. But my dad swears that when you see him joking with a couple of the Lions players and their defensive players, and my dad swears that he mouthed the words, "Hey, do you guys need a quarterback?" I was like, I don't know about that, but if he's.
But I mean,
my God, would that be horrible for you?
Devontae Adams left.
I take it.
I mean, it's just like he just doesn't seem to care anymore, and he's just trying to stick.
He got his $50 million, and who gives a shit?
Like the money, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what
I don't think Devontae Adams meant that much to him either. I mean, because he's played with worse.
Oh, he did.
He's played with worse, man. They've developed. He developed what's his name, and he left for big money to one of the fucking West Coast teams. It might have been the Raiders. I don't know.
What were you talking about?
Or are you talking about Jordy Nelson?
Oh, Jordy Nelson. Yeah.
Jordy Nelson, yeah. And he didn't amount to shit after he left Aaron Rodgers, okay?
But I mean, he was in Green Bay for like 8 years before he left, and then was beat up by that point.
Well, yeah, but still, the year before he left, he lit up the field, man.
And also took a beat. Like that's why I'm saying
that's why he got big money too.
And Scott, stop it! You guys are sticking with Stafford, man.
Not this week.
Last week it was.
Not this week.
Last week it was Lamar.
Well,
last week he said Lamar is going to the Rams. Now it's Aaron Rodgers. You guys got Stafford.
Who picked the Rams this week anyway? Nobody, right?
Yeah, Ben did and Alec.
Oh, you guys do know that Stafford's not playing this week, right?
Well,
no,
it's not official that he's out.
Yeah,
he went
into
just looking protocol today or yesterday, was it? And
see, but here's
72 hours, so it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so he could still be cleared by that time, Sunday.
Where was Scott's comment earlier?
Hold on, Alex, you gotta go.
Yeah, I just got to out real quick.
All right,
I'll be back.
Okay, you're coming back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay.
Holy shit! What happened? Phew! Scared me. That was new.
Where?
What was he at?
Here. Scott was saying if Tua can do it, Stafford can.
Tua's a good quarterback, man.
No, he's talking about the head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Tua was out for 2 weeks.
Actually, he got in right after halftime after the first one. But
yeah, but that was before they actually put him through the concussion protocol and everybody raised hell. And,
well, no, they put him through it the first time and he passed it.
I wasn't finished, and they started penalizing everybody for touching the quarterback and all that shit. Then he was out for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Scott, it's going to be John Wolford. That's everything I've heard is that it's Wolford, but
so I think they 72 hours, right, for the protocol. They got to at least 72 hours before they.
At least
believe
he has to pass 3
put Stafford
concussions.
in today. Then it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So there's still a chance he could be cleared.
Yeah.
It's not the same chance that it used to be, though, because they're going with real.
But before Tua, it didn't have to be 72 hours.
Right.
It was 24 hours. Like
right, and now they have to pass 3 concussion protocol tests from neurologists and get MRIs.
3 days in a row. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's the 72 hours. You got to pass the test
I think I know exactly when he
24.
got that too, because when he got up from that one sack from Vita Vea, he was like shaking his head and took a breath and shit before he stood up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he's old school play through pain shit. And we've watched Stafford play through pain his entire freaking career, man.
Yeah.
And
I still remember that clip of him separating his shoulder, coming back in and throwing a game-winning touchdown.
Oh man,
that was rookie year. Like,
I think that's what everybody remembers about Stafford, man. That was one of the greatest moments in football, right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's a tough guy, man. I mean, he's played through a lot, especially in Detroit, man. He just was a warrior.
He took a beating.
Yeah, because your offensive lines were terrible during those times.
You want to see what a warrior looks like? Look at Steve Young when he was with the Bucs.
Oh yeah.
Look at Andrew Luck with the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, Trent Dilfer too. Trent Dilfer with the Bucs was beat up constantly, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Man, I wish Andrew Luck would have waited to see that offensive line be built.
And then he's looking at it now, though, and saying, "Oh, thank God I got out of there."
Yeah.
It didn't last long, dude. They rebuilt the line and it just disintegrated right after.
Oh.
I hope so.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Oh my God, Jason, no.
That's ridiculous. Slam that.
Wow, oh, Jesus, Jason. Alex getting reamed. Even though he's not on the show.
Well, because this is where he is. He's in the basement.
Yeah, I get it.
That's where he had to go.
Alex left to get reamed. Excuse me. I should have spoken that way. At least he bothered to leave this time.
Yeah.
Jason Swade, you and Hammy have got to quit calling Alex or texting Alex on the phone during the shows.
Alex. I mean, don't start texting and calling me either, but leave Alec alone too.
Okay, help! I got a lisp. Oh Jesus, that's gonna get turned into something too.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Okay, Bucs. Let's hear Ben's version of the Bucs side of this. Can I actually talk Lions more?
I felt the Rams won that game for us. Let's face it. I mean, let's be honest. They won that game for us. You know, we got lucky. They just, I don't know what you call that defense, but it was easy to go down the field and score that touchdown.
You know what you get with oblong football? Luck. All football is luck. Yeah, there's no aspect of football that isn't lucky.
Look at the Rams. I mean, my God, that defense was just horrible in that last drive, man.
That's not lucky. They've been that way all year.
But come on. I mean,
you had two bad teams playing each other.
But you had our only touchdown came in the final seconds. I mean,
that's when the Bucs do their best thing. And Bowles addressed that today too. He said they're going to try to get more hurry up offense in because statistics show every time they go into a hurry up offense, they play better. They gain more first downs.
Why are they, when they're in the red zone, why are they not going to Mike Evans more? Try to draw a flag like they did on that last play.
Mm-hmm.
You got a 6'4" wide receiver that nobody can really defend in that area, and they don't go.
I think that's because Brady is comfortable with the tight ends, man. He just is.
Here we go again.
It was on that play.
I don't care.
But it just
until they change the name of tight ends to something else, then I have to use the word, man. So fuck them. They can't take a joke.
No.
Joke them if they can't take a fuck.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh shit.
Alex,
you just literally gave them the word "take a fuck." You just gave them that sentence to mess with.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It'll be fun.
It'll be interesting, that's for sure.
But other than how they won, what else did you take away from that game? Did you take anything inspiring from the game?
That I took Rashad White. I'm inspired by his play. I think
Yeah.
more and more now he's going to be the guy to go to. I mean, Fournette, it just seems like he's cashed his paycheck and, pouting.
I'm sorry, but I think that's because nobody's got a lot of tape on Rashad White, and there are no fucking lanes for Fournette
That's
to run.
part of it. I agree with that. It just, but Fournette, for whatever reason, he's not. There's not that extra, motivation to on certain runs. He just.
I mean, if you were running behind that offensive line, would you be motivated?
But
you're getting paid a lot of money. I mean,
everybody's talking about he needs to hit them holes. There are no fucking holes. There's no gap integrity in that fucking offensive line. No,
and there were plays where I'll say the second half, like you're right on certain plays, like Nick Leverett missed just whiffed on a tackle, and Fournette lost. He could have gained like 7-8 yards, and instead he got, tackled from behind the line of scrimmage. But
and that goes to him having faith in the offensive lineman in front of him. He doesn't have any faith in them, so he's going to have to think. That's where. Remember what you talked about? Fucking thinking instead of reacting. Mm-hmm. He's not reacting to the holes. He's not reacting because he has to think: is this hole going to hold up, or should I go this way? That's what he's doing now.
Sometimes running backs do have to help their offensive line just as much as the offensive line has to help.
Well, he's one of the better blockers too when he's in there for blocking. So.
No, but as a running back,
I know what you're saying, dude. I know.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, for those that might not know, as a running back, you have to help your linemen by helping them set up the blocks. So, for example, we'll say like on a zone play, if we're running a zone run to the right, you've got to run hard to the right, help them set up those blocks before you find your gap to cut up into. If you just sit there and don't make them think you're going to run outside or make them think you're going to run.
I've seen that a billion times on this team, and not just with Fournette. I'm not even before Fournette.
Yeah,
they set up. They set up. Oh my God! Hold on a minute.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He seemed off to me this year too.
I like this from Christopher Cole. Smith is being lazy and completely whiffs on blocks. Well, no, that's part of it.
I don't agree with that either. Well, I'm telling you, it's chemistry, man. They have no chemistry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is a personal issue with me right here.
Okay.
They haven't had any chemistry on that offensive line at all. And a tackle needs to he needs to know what his guard's doing, like he knows what his left and right feet are doing. You understand?
Right.
And I think he's come into a situation where how many games did he play this year? He played in the first half of the first game?
And then he got hurt. Yeah, the elbow or he missed the
next he has no chemistry, none with this guard. And this guard's probably going to be gone anyway as soon as Ryan Jensen gets back. So
yeah, and
I hate to say one thing can fix this line, but I'm going to. Ryan.
But how long has Smith been back?
Huh?
How long has Smith been back from that injury?
A week.
He missed what?
Oh, he only missed
a week and a half. He's been back. He's been in the game about a week and a half, and he's been in and out of that.
Well, the thing is, though, John, it's like I've always said. He's always been really good in run blocking, but he's always been a liability in pass protection. Why do you think they put, why did they put Rob Gronkowski next to him on passing plays?
I agree with you on that, but he's not good in run blocking right now, and because he doesn't know his guard that well. They don't know when they're. Same thing with Tristan Wirfs. Nobody's complaining when Tristan Wirfs has missed a lot of blocks this year. Okay,
he has. Yeah, no,
and it's the same exact thing. Yeah. He doesn't understand the. He doesn't have the chemistry with that.
But at the same time, we're talking about Wirfs, who's in his third year in the league, still on a rookie contract,
who made the
versus the guy that's making, but versus Donovan Smith, who's been in the league how many years is getting paid
pretty
a
well.
good chunk of money.
Yeah.
And
It always comes back to the money. I'm just talking.
but it is. It's a
Money
you're still
aside
talking
for
business at the end of the day.
Money aside for me, it still works the same way in college and high school as it does in the pros. You have to know your fucking guard. You have to be able to work
Yeah.
with the guard. And these guys have worked. They're not really great. I mean, Leverett is garbage to me. All right.
Yeah.
The combination, I don't like the way the combination set up, but we can't do nothing about that until Ryan Jensen comes back. And that goes back to why didn't they get somebody to take Jensen's place that could do it?
Mm-hmm.
I think Hainsey, when Jensen comes back, you put Hainsey at guard, Shane Mason at the other side, and you'll see a big difference in this fucking team. 100%.
Oh yeah, no, the offensive, the different guys on the line, that has affected a lot of both Wirfs and Donovan Smith. But again, we're still. I'm just saying that Smith's liability and pass coverage. You're seeing all the holding penalties. It's coming back.
It affects a lot, man. It affects a lot because you're seeing a lot of fucking. At least Smith's holding somebody and not letting them just run. You know,
Right.
and still, Brady has no faith in these guys. It tells in the timing of his throws right now. Because
but again, if you were Brady, would you?
No,
They've given you no reason
but
to.
then he's got to be accountable for it too, you know, because what's Brady been known for his entire fucking career? Getting in early, getting his guys together. This is the number one thing from every friggin' former Patriot player to the first year with us and last year with us. Brady gets in early. Before the season even starts, he's got these guys out working with them and shit so that they're on the same fucking page. He has not done any of that this year. Now, I think in the last 2 weeks, he's getting back into that groove, starting to do it again. I think you'll see some improvements. And I don't want to sound like a fanboy, but I guarantee you, once he gets that built up, you can only do so much with the talent you got, though. It's going to. I still say it's going to take Brian Jensen to come back in to get this ship straight.
I fully agree.
Now, I thought, Ben, when I said, "What are you going to talk about?" he went negative instead of where I thought he was going. I thought he might go with the defense because there's not a whole lot you can say bad about the defense this week.
No, absolutely not. And yet I'm hearing several Bucs fans, several people on the post and everything talking negative about the defense.
They're still ranked third in the league, man. How much negative?
Right,
yeah.
You know, I mean,
one bitch.
Mine, and like
the one bitch I got is defense could have scored on at least two of the interceptions that were dropped.
And it dropped, the dropped interceptions. But actually, they still in the top 5 in interceptions.
Yeah, no, they're down to like 15th.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they've dropped some interceptions, like you said, that they should have had.
A few, yeah.
We need the turnovers bad. I mean, our turnover ratio has dropped a lot. But that defense held solid, man, and that's part of why I think we rattled them enough to get that game at the end. It took the whole game to wear them down and rattle them like that. But I think that's part of the reason we got it right there.
Yeah,
it was that strong defense keeping them off, and our offense really didn't help out a lot. They had a couple of nice little drives that gave the defense a rest, and I think that was the difference too. Whether they scored or not, they still got those long drives in, and that helped.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Dallas. I don't know what to say about Dallas, man. I hate them so bad that now that's bad because I used to be a Dallas fan, but before the Bucs existed.
Oh God.
What now?
Oh, that's a perfect timing when I started talking about Dallas.
Oh my God.
DNA off.
Scott said that Alex left to take his flea and tick medication. Oh
man.
What
about Dallas?
I don't fucking. Well, where's your predictions on Dallas?
Oh, I still think they're a playoff team. I mean, I don't know if
Yep.
they're going to win.
What makes them a playoff team?
Their defense.
The fact that they'll have more wins than 9 other teams in that conference.
Now that was a fine break, Alex. Hey man, have you been possessed by Alec?
No, because Alec would have just said Seattle while looking down at his phone still.
The spreads at
Dallas
okay.
broke back.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
Oh god.
I
No,
do
Dallas will make it because of their defense.
No,
I
you
think.
know what? Let's don't talk about Dallas. Let's talk about Minnesota because they don't get talked about enough. They're 7-2, man.
They're 7-1.
7-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have a winning this week?
Kirk Cousins playing Frank the Tank from Old School.
Oh my god, I saw that.
That was great.
Oh man, I picked Buffalo over the Vikings.
So did I.
Yeah.
Tough road game for the Vikings, man. Like,
See, here's the thing: is I still expect Minnesota to kind of come back down to earth like they do every fucking year. Minnesota starts off hot all the time.
I think they're going to be a couple of weeks away before they come back down. I don't know what their schedule is either. So
Yeah. Oh.
I think this is the toughest game on their schedule right here. Well, we know that is, right?
Their toughest remaining game. Yeah.
So if they get by Buffalo, without Josh Allen, of course.
Dallas comes to them next week.
That'll be a
And
good
then
game.
Patriots come to them for Thursday night game.
That's not a given either. The Patriots have been playing weird.
Yep.
They'll bust somebody's ass that you don't expect them to bust, and then they'll turn around and lose to a team that you expect them to beat.
The Jets go to them the next week. So 3 straight home games after this trip to Buffalo. Then they go to Detroit. Then they host the Colts.
I know their points per game drops when they're on an away game.
Yep.
Drastically drops too, but their defense steps up usually.
Yeah, the Colts come to them. The Giants come to them. Then they finish with back-to-back road games at the Packers, then at the Bears.
Normally, I would say they still have a pretty tough schedule, but the Packers and Bears ain't. Well,
I think the Vikings like 12-5. I think that's maybe 13-4.
That's a great season, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
They're switching places with Green Bay right there.
I'll say 12-5, 11-6, somewhere in there.
There's a good chance of them being in competition for the top of the NFC.
They'll be the 2 seed. I still think Philly's going to only lose like 3 or 4 games. I see 3.
Well,
Philly.
If I said
Philly will
3
be the
after this Commanders game, so if that could be 4 games right there.
Yeah,
could
possible.
Be.
Yeah. I'll go 14-3 for Philly. 14.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Did I started asking Dallas before. Dumb question. You think Dallas can beat Philly?
Yep.
They did play again, right?
Dallas, they can, they get the revenge game. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a division game. Anyone can beat anybody.
Right. Well, they didn't play Dak. Dak was out when they played last time, right?
Yeah, Cooper Rush was still playing.
Yeah.
And they lost by 9. 26-17. And that was in Philly.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be a Dallas win there.
That's what I'm thinking. So for me, if you look at Philly's schedule, the Titans is a questionable game, could go either way. I think they lose to the Giants in New York. I think they lose to the Cowboys in Dallas. And then it gets kind of iffy because you've got, like I said, Titans are an iffy game.
That'll be an interesting read on the division title because if they split with Dallas and the records are equal, it'll have to go to a point spread then, right?
Yeah.
Well, it'll go to their record within the division, like versus the divisional opponents. Yeah.
Has it ever happened where two teams come out tied with a split and also tied in their division?
Oh, it probably has, and then it goes to other tiebreakers.
Yeah. Those like conference records.
I know it used to go to points. I don't know if they use the points anymore or not. I don't keep up with
They do at some point, yeah. They've got like 20 fucking tiebreakers set.
Right.
They've got it so you'll never be completely tied.
Yeah.
But,
so it's let's hear your picks for how that division, because that division has got to be the most fascinating division in football right now. It's gone from NFC least to NFC beast. So let's see, where do you rank them individually now? Top of that division to the bottom.
Eagles 1, Dallas 2, Giants 3, Commanders 4.
Yeah, I agree.
I have Dallas 1.
Oh, okay.
And you don't know how bad that hurts to say. I don't like anything about Dallas. I like the Penn State guy.
Micah Parsons, yeah.
Other than that, hold on a minute.
See, I'm still, as a Lions fan, I'm kind of wishing we would have traded Stafford to Carolina.
Okay.
Because Carolina offered Bridgewater that, like, last year, the 8th overall pick, and then their first round pick in this past draft. So we would have had picks 7 and 8. We could have Bridgewater, Goff, whatever. You were going to suck with whatever quarterback you had last year, anyways. But then we could have walked away from that first round of that draft with Penei Sewell and Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
that would have been insane. And then you get
You'd
Hutchinson
still be
this
dealing
year
with a garbage quarterback, though.
Yeah.
Goff's putting up some numbers. It's just not wins. That's all.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy with how Goff's played this year.
See, that's the same dysfunction that the Bucs were in with Winston. He would put up tons of numbers, man. It just he couldn't win games. He couldn't close them out.
Right.
Well, and see, like, it sucks because Goff's playing very, very well. Yeah, I saw that. But I'm not getting attached to him because I'd almost bet money on it that Goff won't be on the roster next year. With that $20 million we'll save by cutting him, I think he's good as gone.
Yep.
Which sucks because he's playing so damn well.
But he's not.
There's part of me that's hoping he takes a pay cut. Like, honestly.
You're 2 wins in, man. And I think you got a team after next draft, you got a team that you're going to want to close a quarterback with.
But see, here's my thing is I've accepted the fact that if we're picking 1 or 2 or maybe even 3, depending on who those top 2 picks are, we're not picking Will Anderson because Bryce Young's going to be the guy. Because everyone's pairing college quarterbacks with college receivers. We drafted Jamison Williams last year. Part of me thinks that was a 2-year plan, drafting Williams, and then, okay, if we suck bad enough next year, we'll get Bryce Young.
God, Will Anderson, leaving him out there like that on the table.
Oh, it'll make me so fucking mad. It will. Because that solves your pass rush. Having Will Anderson on one side and Aiden Hutchinson on the other side, your pass rush is solved.
I know.
Right, but you watch, draft time comes around, you're going to see a lot of fucking players that you want. Y'all ain't canceled yet?
Wow.
Not quite.
This year, I like the pass rushers have the draft class from last year is still developing, but there's been some great players out of that class that we never even looked at during the draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't put my heart on one player. I do, but I tried to.
I was gonna say yes, you do, Mr. Travis Jones.
Yeah.
He's playing pretty damn well too. He's only had 3 starts. He's already playing pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And now they're pairing him with what's his name? Oh, the linebacker they just got. Oh, Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a Ray Lewis, man. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was a good one by the Ravens too.
And they
You know,
drafted their version of
Be
Ed
that
Reed.
chess piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got Roquan Smith, and they got a guy in the middle that can stuff the shit out of him.
Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah. No, I'm talking. That's your Kyle Hamilton. That's your Ed Reed.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying that for.
But I'm talking about on the line. You got Travis Jones who can stuff anybody. He's another Vita Vey or Haloti Nada if you want to put it. I don't
Or
like
Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, there you go, Vince Wilfork.
Yeah.
And that's the 3. That's their. We always hear about the Triple Crown with the Dallas Cowboys with Emmitt Smith and Urban and the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got that same thing on the defense with Ravens right now, and they're starting to click, and it's scary. I don't want to see that team click like that, man.
Oh yeah, I mean Monday night just showed you a perfect example of what it can be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming weeks for opponents better be prepared because man, they are going to be tough to deal with the back half of the year. You know,
they got their old school game plan together, except now they got offense too. So
yeah.
They just go out and hurt you so that you don't want to tackle no freaking buddy. You know what I mean? Oh, no, I got to block this guy again. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or that does happen all the time. That's what
it absolutely does.
Man.
It absolutely does.
In February, they're doing a 30 for 30 on the 2000 Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that.
I know. That's going to be great documentary. Yeah.
Yeah, like Johnny was just saying there. I had my first year junior football right out of high school. We were playing Calgary, and there was a guy on their D-line that was 6'5" and like 360. And it was like, man, I gotta go up against this guy time and time and time again. Like, I don't want to deal with this guy. Like, screw this. And then they had a short little shit at linebacker that was so fast. You had to get through the big guy to get to him, and it was just like, come on.
That's what I had with Ronnie Lippett standing behind me, man. It's because with a pass rush, and I'd step back and cover the edge, right?
Yeah.
And let him come, and everybody would just like cringe at him. And in high school, I've seen people move away from him and let him at the quarterback. Dude.
Oh yeah.
And he would hurt people. If you get in his way, I'm hurting you. That's how he played.
What now?
Oh god.
Bucs. Sweaty. Oh, wow.
But that's the kind of football the Ravens are playing again.
So Alex left us to go do this crap.
Don't say crap too loud.
Oh, there we go. Alex needs to do this stuff with Jason.
Well, last week they were doing it on the show, right?
Well, and for the first hour and a half on this show too.
That's what I was talking about. Oh, on this show, yeah.
Yeah.
I ran out of drink, man.
Well, that was like either this show or like last week's show or the week before, where my brother was laying on the couch for an hour and 40 minutes before Alec realized.
Alex didn't even know.
And he only realized by the shadow on the fucking wall, not by the head in frame.
That's when he walked by. Was when Alec noticed him. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Alec is just so in tune with the show, man. That's what I love about him.
Scott, Alec just bought a hazmat suit on Amazon.
I noticed last week you ended the show with some kind of weird shit and sayings and stuff. What was that all about, man?